Um, it seems, crazy that it's been 30 years, but, so many things just, coming back after, being down there and then just seeing Junior running as fast as he was around second base, knowing he wasn't going to be denied scoring. And, just the pile on, not knowing whether you go to home plate to pile on Junior or go out to second base to get Edgar. Just great moments, great memories, just the sound, the noise in the Kingdom. Those are things you just, as a player, you never forget. I think I started towards home and peeled off and went towards second. I don't even really remember. I think I lost my mind at that point. But just an incredible moment. And I think, so much about that year has been talked about, but the connection with the fans that year was incredible, and just how much they kept us going, how much joy they brought us, and having even getting eliminated against the Indians later on, just the the outpouring that they had to stick around the stadium, call us back out, whatever happened, it was just. It was awesome.
Speaking of the ALCS, obviously Bryce on the mound today, opportunity to clinch the DS today. How do you envision his usage today, especially considering, the question mark of whether he was going to pitch in the bullpen or start this game throughout the last week?
Yeah, I think we approach this like any start for Bryce. And, obviously, as we've kind of taken it, each game by game here during this stretch. We do it again today, and Bryce on the hill for us. We are excited about that. He's thrown the ball well, and it does what he does. I think the game plan will be to be Bryce Miller. The good fastball at the top and use his secondaries and work the two off of each other. That's when he's at his best. And Cal, obviously, having seen these hitters and working through these first 3 games, has a pretty good idea what's going on back there. So, I think we'll just continue to approach it the same way. And the bullpen is ready to go as well, and they have thrown the ball well. So I think we just continue to ride it out as we have.
Back on the topic of 95, since we're talking about it, just you talked about the connection with the fans. Are there parallels you can draw with this team and this feeling right now? I
mean, yes. I think just having been at home with T-Mobile as it was, and the the volume there, and just again how they kept us going, and when they start that "Go Mariners" chant, just how that just brings you back to so many memories, and it's just again they give us so much energy. It's really it's a cool feeling, I think, as a player, and we just appreciate how much they pour into our club.
Kind of similar. I'm curious, when you're going through a run this year as a manager for this team, how the adrenaline or how the nervousness or anxiousness is different from when you were in that run as the catcher. Obviously, you probably have maybe somewhat of a feeling of helplessness now, but just how is it the same or different in terms of how you're feeling as your guys are going through this?
Yeah, it's, for one thing, it's 30 years ago, so hard to kind of remember as a player what it was like. But I think you feel. It does feel different in a way, but I think that the same energy, the same life comes from being at the ballpark in those kind of settings and in those situations and in playoff baseball. I think the playoffs are the playoffs because they feel the same for everybody, and that's what makes this time of year so great, and that's what's made this time of year great in Seattle over the years, and I think that's what the fans appreciate, that's what players appreciate, and it's been a great love affair between the two of them, since I can remember.
And how much do you think it is the personalities, the specific personalities of your guys that have also resonated with this fan base too?
Yeah, no doubt. This is as we have talked about all season long, it's really a special group, and just their resiliency, their fight, coming back, bouncing back, all the things that they do on a consistent basis, endears everybody to the fans. And I think the personalities that we have and the way these guys play the game, the way they have fun playing the game, Those are things that, really shine through on a daily basis, I think, and I think the fans can appreciate that, and I know our guys appreciate the fans so much.
Quick one this morning.
All right.
Thanks for coming
Thank
in.
you.
All right, we'll start with Matt Brash. Start with Taryn in the front.
Matt, when you reflect on where you were at last year, just recovering, hoping to make a return this year, and now you're pitching meaningful innings in playoff games, just what's this last year been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite the journey, and this time last year I was still in Arizona, kind of going through my throwing program, so I'm just super grateful, kind of taking each day one at a time, and just happy to be back helping this team win games, and this is everyone's favorite time of the year, so just been really excited to get back in there.
Matt, just how much do you lean on your postseason experience from 3 years ago, and just what is the feeling coming into a postseason game? You try to normalize everything like it's just another game, but it's got to feel a little different, doesn't it? Is it adrenaline? Is there just the added motion with the fans in the stands? What is that like?
Yeah, I mean, going back to a couple of years ago, we got that little taste of the postseason. It's different. I mean, everyone says just treat it like another game, but like you said, the crowd's different, the adrenaline's different, so you kind of just fall back to what you've been doing all year, going out there, attacking hitters, doing your thing, but like I said, the adrenaline's there, your stuff's a little bit, your velo's up, your slider's moving more, whatever it is, so kind of just use that to your advantage, and you go out there and compete and do your best, and that's all you can do.
There's been so much talk about the new additions you guys made to the roster this year, but for the returners from 2022, what have you noticed that's different about you guys this postseason compared to the last time you were in?
Yeah, I feel like last time we kind of just got a taste and we didn't really know what to expect, and I feel like this year we are here to win it all. We're not just here to win a series or make to the next step. Like, we're here to win a World Series, and I feel like this roster is built to do that, from our pitching staff, a lot of familiar names that we've had for a couple of years, and then we added some bats at the deadline, and I think everyone sees how complete our lineup is, and I mean, I feel like we just have that confidence to us that we're in every game, we're always going to pitch well, but our hitters are always there to pick us up and get that next run, which is huge in postseason, so I just feel like we're such a complete team, and I feel like we're playing like it.
Matt, back to that adrenaline. It seems like you're a guy that really feeds off of that. How have you channeled and maybe harnessed it over the course of transitioning into becoming a reliever? Because it seems like it would be different than being a starter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working on it, right? Like, I feel like I come out there and I'm trying to control this slider and this sinker, and sometimes it takes me a couple of hitters, but you really got to focus right from first pitch, because free bases lead to outings that you don't want, and stuff that's kind of out of your control, and that's what I'm focusing on, is coming in, competing from first pitch, going right at hitters, and yeah, like you said, it's a different feel, but I feel like as the postseason goes on, especially yesterday for me, I felt really comfortable, and I had a plan, like I was going to go right at them, make them put the ball in play, and I feel like that's what I did. So it's kind of a learning curve there, but I feel like each game we play, everyone gets a little more comfortable and gets more used to it.
Tyler?
Matt, what makes Andres Munoz so effective and so nasty back there?
I mean, other than his stuff, obviously everyone knows that. I feel like he's just such a good competitor, and I've seen him this year really grow into an elite closer, and I feel like he's just ready to take the rock every day, and he's got that confidence, got that swagger to him, and that paired with how good his stuff is, it's a really good combo, and I just feel like he's our rock back there, and you can always trust him, and he's going to go out there and throw his best stuff every day. So, yeah, I feel like he's just kind of come a long way in being this super solid back-end guy for us, and whenever he gets the ball, I feel like everyone has 100% confidence in him.
Sort of sticking on that theme with Munoz there, he's such a lighthearted, nice dude, and
Yeah.
we talk about Walter with Logan all the time. Is there a flip you see with Mooney back there too, going into the ninth inning? And has he been able to talk about harnessing that edge, that mentality over the last few years too?
Yeah, Mooney's like the nicest guy ever. But when he comes down there, he comes down there in the 5th usually, and he doesn't sit down. He's moving, and he's locked in from pitch 1. He's not really, I mean, he's still obviously nice and friendly, but you can tell, like, he's doing his own thing. He's doing the same thing every day to get ready to pitch that 9th inning. And I think that just goes to show his preparation and how much work he puts into being ready to throw every day. And, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a little more intense than that, like, joyful kind of smiley guy that's always in the clubhouse. He's locked in and ready to do his job, which is pretty cool to see.
Matt, you were asked about the returners, that group from 22 that's still here, and I'm just curious how the experience of everything since you feel like has helped you guys collectively, where obviously you have postseason experience from that run, and then a lot of hurdles since then, personally, collectively, as a group. How do you think that seasoning has kind of prepared you guys for a moment like today?
Yeah, I think our team's really cool because we do have a lot of guys that have kind of come up through the minors together, especially pitchers. And then we have some older guys that have came in and have really helped us that way. And I feel like as a team we just mesh really well. And yeah, we have learned from our mistakes, but we've kind of learned together. Like I said, I pitched in the minors with George and Emerson and Wu and Bryce, not very far behind in that. And it's really cool to go on this journey with them. And then with like Gino and Nails and Polanco and some of these veterans that have been here before, it's just a really good combo, and I feel like everyone's super comfortable right now, which is, I feel like, rare for a postseason.
Now, what have you learned about the workload intensity of the postseason, where it's all hands on deck on any given night, and just how to prepare for that, both physically and mentally, and maybe how did the HP staff help you guys get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to pitch in the postseason, and with that comes you got to be ready every day. It's definitely a toll on your body, but like we were talking about before, with the adrenaline and all that, you feel great. And our staff's amazing, and they keep us right. They've got me back from surgery and back into a great spot where I feel really good too. So I have full faith in them. But once it comes game time, everyone's feeling good. I mean, it's hard not to, and feel like you said, it's all hands on deck. But everyone wants to be in there anyway. So,
Matt, you mentioned last year being in Phoenix. They brought you back a couple times, but when you're in Phoenix and they're grinding out, trying to find a way in, how far away did baseball feel from you, from being from the team? And are you a different pitcher now than you were before the injury?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough watching some of those games, especially when my spot would come up kind of in the later innings, and I want to be out there helping the guys and making that postseason push, because I feel like we had a really talented team last year too, obviously. But there's not much you can do from where I was. But it gives you motivation to get back and to want to be pitching in these meaningful games. And, I mean, I feel like I'm a different pitcher, but still the same. I still have the same mentality. I'm going to go right at guys. I'm going to throw my best stuff. I'm going to rip my slider. I'm going to do my thing. But I feel like I'm a little more polished now. I can locate my sinker a little better. I have a changeup. I have a couple more weapons to get guys out instead of just throwing hard and trying to figure out where to throw my slider. So I feel like I've come a long way, and I'm really excited to see where I keep going with it. But yeah, like I've been saying, I'm just excited to be here and with this team, and I just can't wait to see what we do.